adopting animals.
And that's why, because I went to the ones on, I think it's Pine Road. It's private. And my favorite dog that I had for 11 years is a Rottweiler. And Hooch did everything I ever asked him to do. He even used to climb fucking stairs. Okay? That dog went with me fucking everywhere. This is when I was fucking straight and I had a fucking girlfriend. Okay? And she fucking hated that fucking dog. Because I took the back seat out of the fucking Pontiac Sunbird and I put a wooden fucking plank there for my fucking dog. And I tell you that I could take that dog on Lincoln Road and tell him to downstay, and I walk away to the other fucking side of the road, on the other road, and that dog would not fuck. And then I would hand signal him to come. And that's how I used to get my clients and shit like that. And then I went to get a Rottweiler. Break. I went to get a Rottweiler at this Pine Road fucking place. And when I went there, the lady called here, and she called, now I can get any kind of dog because I'm handicapped. So I can get any kind of fucking dog and make him my fucking service dog. And she's like, oh, you know, this dog is so big, and I don't know, it's in an apartment, whatever. Bitch, you don't know me. The dog goes everywhere with me. I take him to the dog park 3 times a fucking week. The dog is always with me. The dog works with me. If I go eat Taco Bell, the dog's eating Taco Bell. You know, you don't fucking know me. And from that day on, I said, fuck you all bitches, and I'll buy me my fucking own dog.
Good dog owner, there's probably 10 shitty ones.
You're right, but she should know if she's really into her job when she looks at somebody, when the person's talking to her, what a good dog owner that person is.
Nah. I've seen some pretty neurotic dog owners and a pretty shitty dog owners at the same time. You know, it's so hard with these type of things, you know. And I would hate, I love animals, and I would hate to have that job because I wouldn't know what to do.
Did you find your IG28D, ICOM, whatever the fuck?
Say again, I think I stepped on you.
I think my battery's dying. Did you find that ICOM IG28D? I want to look what that shit looks like.
No, I haven't. I don't think you were talking to me about that. I think you were talking to Mikey about that.
Isn't this Cutter?
No, it's KG4, SYV, Jensen. Christian. I've been on here a few times.
Bro, I think I found the radio, man. Wow, it took me a long time to find this shit. There it is. Wow. It's the GE MPI 2. There it is, man. Fucking cool little radio.
Where'd you find it, on eBay?
Yeah, it took, bro, man, let me tell you something. I don't know why somebody hasn't made, like, a history of GEs. I guess because they made so many. I don't know what the fuck, but it's an MPI. There it is. It's the Slimline.
Okay, tell me the fucking name.
Cool little radio, man. I had one. See, the funniest thing is that I ended up with the radio from a friend of mine, and apparently there's some people that were using the same frequency, or they own radio. I don't know, but the end result is that I ended up getting a reward for it because it was missing.
What's the name of the radio so I can look it up?
GE MP. Is it MPI or MPL? -2. Is it MPL or MPI? I can't see that. I don't know. But there it is, man. Wow. Pretty cool looking little radio. It's rare. It's a very rare radio, man. That's what I'm saying. You just don't see this.
Yes, that's a nice little radio. Very nice. I'm looking at it. And I believe those are the ones that they used to use in Coral Gables.
Because it was like one of those radios where it just, everything was right about it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
Alright, what did these dumb fucks in Chicago do? I'm watching the news, but I'm not hearing it.
I don't pay attention to the news lately. It's just anxiety driven.
Own to me, and I'm going to go and tear everything down and take everything because my color means more than everything in this entire earth.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You don't break into anything. You can do whatever the fuck you want, march in the street. You don't break into anything. You don't fuck up people's cars. I'll tell you something. If they fucking get in front of my car, I'm gonna run their asses over. Very fucking simple. I'm fearing for my life. I have these people protesting. They are trying to stop me in my vehicle, and I will run them motherfucking over.
Yeah, bro, there's nothing more than I want to see fucking idiots like that just flying over my hood, man. Trust me.
Did you see the one on Biscayne Boulevard that was trying to stop or jump on this guy's car, and that guy fucking accelerated in his Mercedes-Benz and he flew over the fucking hood?
No. I've been seeing too many people flying over hoods lately, but...
You know what? I don't mind if you protest. Keep it on the fucking sidewalk. That's what the fucking law says. Keep it on the fucking sidewalk. Don't go up to the fucking street, because if you think you're going to stop me so I can hear what you got to say, you got the wrong fucking person, buddy.
It's true, man. You know what? That's the same with me, bro. I have no problems. That's the thing about me is I have no problems recorrecting some people's fucking thoughts, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, these millennials think like they're like, oh yeah, you have to listen to what I say. No, motherfucker. I don't have to do a fucking thing except die. And if you don't get out of my fucking way, you're going to be fucking dead. Because I have the bull bar, and it's going to be rammed up your ass. I am old, I am 50, and I don't give a fuck. Period. I've already gone through all the bullshit.
Yeah, people are threatening people's lives and their cars and their property are fuckheads.
Yeah, man, that's very bad, Jensen. I like your name, by the way.
Thank you, brother. I'm from Denmark. Well, my dad's from, of course.
Denmark, wow. Those are real high-class people.
Nah. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, my grandfather was from Denmark, but my parents are older folks. So, never really got to know my grandparents very well.
Sorry to hear that, bro. I didn't get to know mine either.
Shit happens, man. You know what it is.
That would, I think that would have. Well, I mean, I came with my mom. My dad, was died in Cuban jail. I came with my mom, and for some odd reason, I stayed with my aunt. I had my own room there, whatever. My brother and my sister stayed with my mom, and I hate my brother because he farts, so I didn't want to stay in the same room. Clearly, they should have known I was gay at that point. But my aunt raised me, and I was so glad. I'm sad that I didn't get to meet my grandma or whatever, because they told me that she was like really cool. But hey, it happened.
Well, I grew up in an old school Vietnam vet father, hippie, reformed Christian mother. Fox News watching Reagan Republican family.
It's okay, I'm a Republican. I just turned one.
I grew up with a father that very hard worker. He worked for ABC Cutting Contractors for over 27 years. Pretty much drilled holes in almost every building in Miami. And that concrete coring, drilling, and slab saws. As I grew up, he started his own business, All American Cutting. Partnered up with a partner that ended up screwing him over. Married a Jewish lady, because my dad divorced my mom, but he ended up marrying a Jewish lady, which, pretty much sucked all his fucking money out of his place. And, of course, the other guy noticed that and decided to steal money from the company to make another company called American Cutting Contractors. Anyways, the end result is I used to help my dad do core drilling and slab saws and stuff at a young age, and learned how to fix big drill bits by putting new diamond tip blades on the end of it, whatever. The end result is, man, did a lot of shit back in the day, as a kid, but I was always in electronics, so my dad gave me a hard time about, he'd always see me with like electronic shit, and he would just shake his head, which was like a disappointment or something, But my dad was a hard worker, though,
Yeah, my dad, when he got here, my uncle, he started working for the Sheraton Bell Harbor, which is not even there anymore. It's called something else, I think. And he worked there for like 30 years. And I can't believe that, he started working, it was like 25 cents an hour or some shit like that.
Man, my dad had a 2-story house and anything.
Jensen, how do you spell your name? Jenson?
You know how...
Jensen. And Mikey, you're phasing out again. You must have went out of phase with the antenna again.
Mikey, you have a broke-ass radio.
No, I have a feeling his directional antenna doesn't have a weight on it that keeps it steady with the wind hitting it.
When I get my mobile situated, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the one for my desk, and I already know how I'm going to run the wire, make a hole through the sheetrock shit, and then staple it with those things that they staple the cables for, and then run it through that, whatever the hell they have, that little screen that leads from my bedroom to to the living room, so I guess I can smell if there's fire coming. I guess that's the only thing that it's for. Run it through there, and then go down, and then make a hole, and put it in the balcony, the antenna. And I'm on the 10th floor, so I should be good.
UHF, mostly?
Yeah, probably it's going to be UHF because I want to get it, the EDX, 110, the Orion, what they call it, the Orion, 100 watts or 110 watts, whatever it is. So I want to do that.
Yeah, those are nice radios, man. The Orion was like my dream radio when I was a kid. Now it's so cheap it can't even hurt. That big blue VSD. Beautiful.
What do you have now?
Right now, I've been working on little things, Baofeng radio, because it's good for when I'm out on the boat. And then I have a mobile right now in my car, which is another Chinese knockoff, a QYT.
Okay. And those are like 25 watts, right?
Yeah. It's nothing big. I have it on a low profile antenna. I'm not even trying to like have any type of whip on my car. It's a mag mount.
Okay, so you're trying to be undercover viceroy. So, and it gets out, and you hit it, and you hit people?
I mean, I'm on the handheld right now, and I'm here. I'm in Little Havana, man. So, my signal's just a hop, skip, and jump away from the repeater.
Oh yeah, same with me, because I live next to Sergio. I'm on Northwest 27 Avenue and 54th Street or 53rd Street.
Oh yeah, that's you can walk there with your PJs, man.
Savieng? No, well, right now I'm on 37th Avenue and 8th Street, but usually I'm on 12th Ave, 2nd Street. But lately during this pandemic, I've been down more west.
Real quick, one thing that's really disturbing is how many disrupted people there are in the world who are only there for themselves, to benefit such a hard worker. I mean, we were talking about this a minute ago, but my dad is a company, people.
You're getting stomped all over. You need to drop the hammer. Drop the hammer. You're getting stomped.
This is what we have.
Drop the hammer. You're getting stomped.
Is somebody keying on? Oh, I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you're dead. I'm gonna kill you.
Mikey, you shouldn't be saying that on the radio, man. This shit's recorded, man.
Oh, fucking. I'm tired of this motherfucking keying on me. He's disrupting my.
You know, it's funny, the herderdinding almost sounds like lower side, man. But yeah, drop the hammer, man. Get some wattage, go on the base. I don't know.
What time is it?
Holy shit, I'm on the radio so late. I slept a lot today.
It's time to kill that motherfucker that's keying on me. That's what time it is.
Don't get so mad, Mikey.
No, I'm just tired of these people keying on me. This particular person, I think I know who it is. He's going to get a smackdown. Now, I'm not going to kill anybody, but, he needs a good smackdown. And trust me, that's what's going to happen.
One thing I've learned is violence last resort, man. I've gotten a lot of trouble for beating the shit out of somebody.
Fucking douchebag keying on me. At this time, he's still up listening, keying on me. You know what I think, though, is I think it's the person who has been keying up for a long time on the repeater. Because I found him now, he's targeting me. He's mad now because I found his ass.
Well, he's not near me, man. I'm in Little Havana.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Is he keying on me still, or is he trying?
But the header downing wasn't nearly as severe, so I'm guessing you laid the hammer down.
No, I just took a 5-element beam and put it on my HT. Sadly, this fucker just can't do it.
How much gain is on that fucker?
I don't know. I don't even know if it's tuned correctly because I'm still measuring the elements to make it correct for the amateur band. But I think I'm pretty close anyway.
Man, I gotta pick your brain, bro.
KO4DVF for station ID.
Kind of done with the stupid. So we've got to just measure up, man, and get rid of these people. Because I'm going to plan on making a remote base to where it sounds like I'm at my base station. And they can key on me. But the realistic fashion, I'll be right up on their asshole. And mind you, this is a 5-element beam in the house, pointing through walls, bro.
Alright, gentlemen, I'm going to go to sleep. 73, KO4DVF. Out.
Alright, Del. So at least I found the right radio, I think. I think it's that slimmer radio, but I don't know. But anyways, have a good night, man. KJ4QID.
Have a good night, bro. KD4. What?
To see you or talk to you again.
Have a good night, bro. KD4. What?
That's right. Anyways, yeah, man. I can't believe even at this time somebody's still trying to key on me. You believe that shit?
Shit happens. You're an easy target. You get mad. That makes you easy. You just act calm and key over them. They won't do anything. They'll get over it.
I would normally say yes, but they're apparently not because they've been doing it all night long on me directly.
Dude, they're all the way up north in the north end of the county, aren't they? Or no, they're out west.
At this point, to me, wherever they are, they ain't in no normal part of town.
Anybody can get a Baofeng radio online now.
A 5 to 6 element beam is really a good beam, man. It's a really good antenna for UHF. I would say 6 or 7, to be honest with you, but 6 element beam, yes. 5 is okay, but 6 and 7, yes.
You're phasing out again, man. And I guess your beam's on the inside. Is it moving? Is it getting hit by an air vent moving or something?
Yeah, I'm probably not holding it right because it's kind of hard while you're talking. And then, of course, somebody else is trying to make matters worse type of thing. And there's more assholes keying on you.
Whatever, bro. Don't take it to heart. Not personal problem.
Bro, I can just go back in my room, you know? Just go back in there and key all over them.
Well, I decided to get the 25 watt, which is not nearly that much power, but because there was a night where this guy threw a hanger the whole night. I couldn't get into the repeater not once with a 5 watt handheld, so I got angry and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get twice a 25 watt mobile and see what's up.
Yeah, that night I spent time the other night and I found him. Finally found the fucker. I know what the transmitting from.
Who's the admin on the 325 group? They were gonna add me, but I haven't freaking put myself on there because I didn't have my phone at the time.
That would be Daniel, the fucker's Daniel.
Alright, I'll talk to him later then, man. I don't think he's on right now anyway. Nobody's on.
I just can't believe that they're keying on me. It's funny.
Somebody now definitely has the stoppage.
Well, I can change that real quick. I can change that so fast.
Bro, so I ordered this case for a Raspberry Pi and an IR camera. And it doesn't come with instructions. And I know, it's fine. I'll figure out something to fit in the case to make it just right. But Jesus Christ, this case, it doesn't feel like it's at dimension. It feels like it's like a centimeter off.
Yeah, that's typical for that kind of shit. It always seems like something's off.
And then, like, they said they would include a ribbon cable for the camera, but I don't see one. The short one I have doesn't bend, so I can keep the IR LEDs on the side of the camera, so I have to take those off. And now I'm just annoyed by the whole process.
Oh, Jesus.
Foggy. I'll have it done by the morning. I'm just sitting outside eating shit.
That's right. I'm going to be up for a while, too, myself, so...
I just can't transmit in the house. Like a freaking modern-day Faraday cage.
that's weird. See, this beam was given to me, but the problem is that somebody homemade it, thinking it's a Cushcraft or some shit. But they just did not make it correctly. Things didn't line up, nothing, so I started cutting the poles down, realigning shit, and adjusting it. And, yeah, it seems to be working pretty good now. Because actually, when I'm listening to the background of the repeater, like the quietening, I can pinpoint exactly where the repeater is coming from just by hearing the quietening.
Nice. I haven't spent any money on antennas like that. And if I do, I think I'm going to do it for HF and not for VHF or UHF. I don't know, man. I like a lot of areas of ham radio. I also wanted to fool with the 2.4 gigahertz band and data and a bunch of other stuff, you know. It'd be cool if we could make like a file sharing mesh network around the Miami area.
Yeah, where we're not restricted on what we send.
Real shit. I don't have to worry about Google sensors, I don't have to worry about all that crap. It's on a server that's on a 2.4 network linked between a few, repeaters on certain frequencies.
Bro, and that's the thing, man, for me. I got high-powered 5.8 gig amps. I got high-powered 2.4 gig amplifiers. I'm talking, 100 watts or so. I could really make some fun shit.
That's blowing out somebody's subwoofer type of power.
Hey, look, they don't call me RF Extreme for nothing. I made that name for a reason.
Hey man, by any chance, do you know anybody who's selling a good HF rig for not so expensive?
Well, I got a couple here that I'm working on that I'm gonna totally redo. But I got an ICOM 705 or 760 or 705, I can't remember. It just needs a new frequency counter chip put in it and just make sure it's aligned and everything. It's a nice little rig, but I got a Yuzu, and I got that from Cutter or Black Sheep, I can't remember. But it's a Yuzu 1, which is a really nice HF rig. But it needs to be aligned because what happened over time, the crystals drift. And it makes the radio out of line, so the frequencies don't match, all that stuff. But what it is the crystals drift so far away that you can't even tune them correctly to try to align it anymore. So I have a source on that to fix that to where it's going to be perfect. But it's a nice rig, man. The Yuzu 1, man, it's a beautiful rig for an old vintage rig, man.
And those rigs last long. I just don't want to deal with an issue where I'm going to screw myself over when I buy it. It's going to last me a year.
Oh no, man. The one is built like a military HF rig. It was one of the most high-end rigs at the time. And it's the proof pudding because the radio has cards you can pull in and out just like the recent or newer HF radio today for military and shit, bro. That radio was built like the military radios, man. Look at the one, man. I was like, holy crap. I could not believe how well they were made back then. But the only problem with them was just the reference crystals would drift. and would cause them to get out of frequency range. So all you had to do is just replace the crystal with better crystals today, you know. Even if you had to use like a PLL reference oscillator that was PLL'd to get it online, you know. But man, wow, what a really nice built radio.
Dude, I love mil-spec stuff. That's like one of my favorite things. Shit. I'm gonna go inside and check that out right now. Like I said, it's like a Faraday cage. I don't have my phone on me.
Oh yeah, check it out, man. It's called the Yuzu One, the One or something like that. It has 2 meters on the side. It's just got a nice vintage look, but still doesn't look that vintage to the point where it's really old looking. Or it's that old where you have to churn like 10 things to make that one frequency. No, man, it ain't nothing like that, man. This thing is cool. The 2 meters, dude, the whole thing is just fucking badass looking.
Nice, and it does everything, all the like 10 meters, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, it goes everywhere, bro. Everywhere. All modes, everywhere.
You know, those type of rigs are like, ooh. You know how it is. I had an FT897, I think. I forget what I had. It was a nice radio then.
Oh yeah, I used to like the Yuzu 757 back in the day. It was just a cool looking little rig, man. But no, wait till you see this one. This was a big dollar radio. This was like if you were to buy a big dollar radio right now, this is like back in the day where, you know, in the 90s or whatever, 80s, that was a big dollar radio. But the thing about it is that radio is built better than any radio today. It's the funniest thing, man, because the way it was made just like a military HF rig. My God, that radio is fucking awesome. I mean, I can't wait to get into it and just, like, you know, get it aligned and, you know, back to par. Because it does work. It's a little off frequency because of the crystals. But that's a common thing that happens with them because the crystals drift. Apparently, whoever made the crystals or whatever at the time, they just drift over time, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some kind of a fault that they did, I don't know.
Nice, I'm going to switch to mobile real quick.
Roger, KJ4QYD.
D4, SYV. Alright, 25 watts now, baby.
Hell yeah. Matter of fact, I should just go in my room and talk on the radio too as well. Apparently, they're not keen on me, but, you know, who's to say maybe they're taking, you know, a sex-fast pause. I don't know what they're doing.
I wouldn't concern myself with it. Most people who do that are just hating.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I have a lot of haters, apparently. But like I said, and Rolly said to me, get in line, bitch.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't give a shit. Hate me or like me. I'm on a radio. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna find me? I hope so. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Like, really, radio, this is supposed to be a fun hobby. And then people get into that whole pissing match of keying over each other and, whatever, dude. I dealt with that when I was a kid, you know. I'm 30 now.
Yeah, tell me about that shit, Jesus. I'm not 50 yet, but I'm almost there.
Bro, we're not that far apart.
Retirement home material.
Bro. I had, you'd appreciate this story. I had some libtard. Mind you, I am the most conscious about my mask wearing, but I probably have some kind of panic disorder, and I have like panic attacks every once in a while. Sometimes I need to breathe, so I walk away from everybody and I breathe. But fucking confronted me about it. I went off.
Bro, you don't even know, man. Oh my God. I'm a little crazy. I'm like Rolly, man. But I'm like the teddy bear of the Rolly. You don't understand. If you just push me just the right way, man, shit's fucking falling. Windows are breaking. Earthquake happens. Kind of shit, bro. Trust me, I know. But I do know about your panic attack shits and stuff like that because, my wife, she can't travel. She can't travel without having that kind of thing, that panic attack feeling and stuff. And I never thought I would have it because I'm a strong person. But one day I was like sorting out some parts, and the panic attack happened, bro. It felt like I was dying. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, I felt like I was dying. Like everything I thought of is getting worse. It was like a compound, because that's the thing about panic attacks is people don't know is like it's a compound of thinking about you're dying, and it gets even more compounded. It gets worse and worse over that period of time. But I learned how to just get away from it. What I did, I taught myself how to think about other things. And I would think about things I had to do and things like that, and it went away. But the end result is if I figured out how to get rid of it totally, it's just taking Adderall. Which is, I take daily, Adderall. Helps me through all that panic attack shit and everything. It got rid of it totally.
For real? Adderall? Really? Because I started getting the panic attacks after I stopped taking Adderall. Because Adderall used to do some weird shit to me sometimes. But that was when I was a kid, man. I'm not going to go into history, but okay. There's a lot of history behind that. I'm one of those emotionally strong people where I stand on my own 10. And I've always been that way. I've never been to a psychologist or a therapist. And I'm starting to think that sometimes I need to go and deal with that kind of shit because it's been getting a little bit crazy, Like, for a few days I stayed to myself a lot. I didn't see most people. I wasn't trying to be so...
Let me tell you something about me. Is I'm the kind of person where I'm not up to par like a lot of people. Like, motivation, energy has disappeared. When I turned 25, things started slowly going downhill. It ended up being to the point where I started, at the age of 30, 35, I was just going like, wow, what the hell is going on? I can't do things. I can't focus. And when I first day I took Adderall, I was prescribed for it because I told my doctor, hey, I need Adderall, and he gave me Adderall. But no, it's not the case. But the fact is that I do have ADD, and when it comes to that stuff. But what had happened when I started taking it, it was like I felt 25 again. It got rid of my anxieties, all that shit, bro. It was just like a whole new life happened. Incredible. But I didn't realize at the time that I needed to supplement magnesium and all that other shit during the time. So, I've learned this over time that, you have to supplement. You have to replenish your magnesium, stuff like that, which I had plenty of during the time when I first took the Adderall. The end result is that now, my body demands more Adderall to deliver the experience that I felt, but I'm not looking for experience like that anymore. I'm just looking for, just focus, getting myself into gear. And but let me tell you, man, Adderall's been a miracle. It got rid of my anxieties, everything, bro. There were times where I'd lay on bed and I would have to jump out of bed feeling like I'm dying. That fear of dying and shit, bro. It got rid of all that for me.
You know what's really freaking crazy about my anxiety? My anxiety isn't about me dying, but my heart rate will go up to feel like I'm about to die. It's usually about really mundane shit, family shit, me shit, mundane shit that I get hyped up about in my head, or COVID-19 shit.
Well, see, that's one thing that I'm gifted on, is not caring about that. It's like, you know what? It happens, it happens. It's just like, we all suffer from some type of crazy shitness, but the realistic fashion is that I'm not a person that cares about that anymore, and especially now. Now that the world's gone forward to shit, I just don't fucking care. But at some point, I do care about my life, and I do care about, helping other people. And that's the craziest thing is like, my music has helped a lot of people, bro. And it's like I have this purpose for some reason to help people or do whatever. And the fact is that, we all suffer from this type of anxiety, or there's so many different types, man. But at the same time, there's so many different types of people. Type A blood or whatever, hyper people, lower people. And the thing about me is I'm like, I'm the type of slow person. I'm the koala bear, for instance. That just hangs around, But there's people that are so mentally hyper and everything bothers them and they're going crazy because they're type A, type blood. They're going crazy. So what Adderall does is basically, for those people, it brings them down to a level of sanity and realistic, life function. For me, Adderall brings me up to that same level. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely, I'm not a type A personality, but I'm hyper. So much so that I'm hyper as shit.
Yeah, so Adderall will technically make you more crazier in a way where, you start going crazy, because it's even filling you up more. But the funniest thing is it's still bringing you down, but yet it's still bringing you up. It's fucking stupid. Adderall's funny, man, to a lot of different people. But I have to say that it does work. But I have to say one thing, though. Adderall should never be implemented for younger kids, because the technical factor is that not every kid has that type of mentality, and they will go crazy over it. It doesn't work for them. I think Adderall should be implemented for older people, that will help them feel like they're young again, you know, and make them feel good and make them do things more. It's just, it's a major, there's so many things that I've thought about this, and, you know, Adderall has been, you know, quite of, in my life for a long time now, and I use it because it gets rid of anxieties, it gets rid of a lot of things and a lot of problems for me, and it helps me more focused and shit like that. But, dude, some people, it doesn't affect them at all. It's weird shit, man. The brain, the mind, the chemical balances and all that shit, it's just so many different factors, man. So a lot of things don't work for a lot of people these days, but for me, it helped me out quite a bit, you know. So I can't say it's going to work for you better than it's for me or whatever, because everybody's fucking different.
No, you're talking about a kid who was through the ringer with ADHD medication when I was a kid. From 16 till like 20. I was on Concerta, Strattera, and then Adderall.
Oh, wow. It kind of reminds me of like that South Park episode where he's been on Ritalin so long. How do you fix it? Well, we get Riddle out.
Yeah, I completely rejected the drug mentally, and I said I'm not. I destroyed any use of it. I thought of it as a crutch in my head, and voila, I stopped using it. And I know it isn't a crutch, but I've seen all too well how people who abuse that wreck themselves, just like they abuse Xanax.
So true, bro. You know, I don't use Adderall as abuse drugs. It's not even addictive to me, but when I start getting these feelings, and you know, to me, more or less, it's more of a natural thing. It's like I'm not supplying my body with the right nutrients and, you know, vitamins to make myself better. What am I depleted of, you know? It's the kind of thing where I think of natural things as the appropriate way of giving your body the right nutrients and vitamins to make you feel this way, you know? And if you feel bad, there's a reason you're deficient somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
No, I think it's just growing up with a father who had PTSD, a mother who had probably some kind of anxiety disorder, and just overall fucked up world. But I mean, the world's also beautiful. I'm very Buddhist about that. Like, for instance, I got a sense of order from my father. I'm very, certain things that I do have a specific order. The way I'm pretty aware of my surroundings. My mother, I have other different traits. It's funny. But I know where I get my anxiety and craziness from on both sides. It's kind of funny. It's directly attributable.
Here we go. To me, bro, nutrient deficiency is the major cause of mental illness, period. If you are deficient in any type of vitamins, minerals, especially the main ones, and, you know, as we grow up as kids, we're not getting those, you know. Most of the parents are not giving your kids the right amount of, you know, vitamins and stuff. It's cereal, or it's a bunch of bullshit, carbs and everything else. So you're going to grow up with deficiency problems, which technically ends up with mental issues. Yeah, you might grow up with a father that's, deficient himself, or mother, or whatever, and it's going to cause you to have more anxiety and more issues. The end result is that you're growing up with a deficiency family, and yet now you're compounded with the problem of being deficient in vitamins and minerals, compounded with the psychological factor of deficient people giving you that realm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, don't get me wrong. I'm completely thankful for my upbringing. My parents did what they could, just like I would do what I could for my child. It's just, my dad went through Vietnam, and the government is really bad at taking care of their veterans. They don't, my dad had PTSD and did not accept not one veteran benefit until he was 73 years old, after he lost his, mental function. Isn't this shit supposed to be handed to our veterans? Aren't we supposed to be fucking, taking care of our veterans? It's fucking retarded that that they have to ask for it.
Oh my God, bro! No, I know exactly what you're saying. Especially when you see commercials saying "Wounded Warrior Project." Wouldn't you think that would be something that the government would do automatically without having commercials to say "Help the Wounded Warrior"? All right, I mean, think about this logically. Here's wounded warriors, right? Here's wounded soldiers, people that has fought for this fucking country. And yet, there's TV commercials saying help and donate for us. But yet, here's the government that refuses to help these people. What the fuck is that shit, bro?
I can tell you the reason why. The strategic importance of saving lives in the military is not of operational priority. Well, saving lives, but saving American lives, meaning not, they save soldiers' lives, of course, but it's not, once they return stateside, it isn't reserving their lives and keeping their quality of life up. I'm sure it's gotten better, but, it's fucked up, man. And, dude, shit. The only reason I'm so worried about COVID is because my father, if he gets it, it's straight to the floor. Same with my mom.
Yeah, same here, man. My mom has got Alzheimer's now. I went to South Carolina to help her. I spent money going up there to help her out and stuff, and I had to come back home before, this lockdown shit and all. Bro, man, let me tell you something. This is bad. My mom worked her whole life, She was a waitress, and she's been a waitress until she fucking got, this shit now. And she doesn't have anything to show for it. Nobody's out there helping her. My dad doesn't help her. Nobody helps her. I was the only one that came out to help her. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? What the hell happened? The truth of the matter is, it's getting ridiculous now. But, thank God for companies like Wounded Warrior or something, where it's helping people, go through the PTSD and shit, all the shit that, lost limbs, whatever the case is, but our government's not doing that for them? Nah, bro. Like I always said, that commercial, it's like, be all you can be. And it's like, no, be all what the military wants you to be. And then when you get out, you're worthless.
Yeah, for sure. But let's be honest, mental health was never a priority in this country to be in the first place. It's a sidelined matter. There's a reason why we have more school shootings per capita.
Well, I have a different subject about that. It's I think it's a setup on that. You know, a lot of these kids take these drugs that our government approves. You know, FDA, blah blah blah, and some of these drugs are pre-programmed to do these crazy things to these kids. I mean, people. Not just kids, but people. I mean, I'm going to give you a prime example. Let's look at bath salts, for instance. And that shit came out. Remember bath salts? When everybody took that shit, and it's not bath salt, period. You know, everybody thought it was bath salt. You know, it's not. It's just a name. But anybody that took that shit, the first thing they do, they would strip their clothes off, and they would run around naked and shit and act crazy. Start doing flips and I don't know what the fuck, you know. Then it got to the point where people started eating people's faces and ears. These are drugs that are pre-programmed to chemically change the brain's whole brain's fucking way of doing things to where it's programmed to do that. You know, it's repeated over and over again. But nobody sees this for some reason. So, here's more advanced drugs now that people take that can technically make them feel like they have to kill people. You see what I'm saying? Because what drug does that, you know, bath salts, for instance, what drug does that make you feel like you have to eat somebody's face off? So now when you're in a drug that's being federally accepted, now all of a sudden people are shooting people and killing people, and then they have no idea what happened.
I don't know. I don't think it's as conspiratorial as that. I mean, there are conspiracies in our government, don't get me wrong. It's just, I think we need to do mental health evaluations on most of our civilian population, start doing gun education. That's how we could compromise with Democrats on Second Amendment. That's the only way, you know what I mean? Because they keep on going for that Second Amendment bug. If you educate and you vet your populace, I think that would be the easiest way to fight that.
It has nothing to do with guns. Bro, kids have been growing up with guns since the fucking 40s and 30s and shit, running around with cap guns and all that stuff. It was never a problem, right? But now all of a sudden it's a problem because now it's more in the fucking, you know, you have to vote for me now, president type thing. And now shit's starting to happen. But see, you don't understand this. And one particular thing that you don't understand is the fact that nothing was ever a problem till now. For why is it all of a sudden now a problem? All right? So you got to make that and bank this into your head that there's some political issues involved with this problem now kind of shit. And they're blaming everybody. You know, guns and things have never been a problem for a long time. Why all of a sudden are kids now going around shooting kids in schools, right? It's not the gun's fault. It's not a gun. It's the chemicals that the kids are, getting these days from the FDA. The FDA is approving bullshit. It's not a conspiracy, bro. Think about this. Think about this logic. Just fucking take one step and imagine this shit, for instance, and think about it. Look at time history. In the 50s and 60s, none of this shit was ever existed. Even in the 80s, you know, maybe something here or there, but it wasn't really a matter of, it was somebody technically fucking crazy. But now, all these kids are fucking mentally challenged, crazed people, deficient people, people that don't have any fucking vitamins, minerals. They're just deficient people taking drugs that the FDA approves. But some of these drugs are technically altering their minds to where they have to kill people. This is the kind of shit that's happening now, but it's not a conspiracy, bro. This is not a conspiracy. This is just what's happening right now.
Oh, I've never been a fan of the antidepressant group of drugs. And I agree with you that they're toxic to our society. But there are some people who really need them. And I don't know where that litmus test would bring us. Now, as to the kids who are shooting up schools, remember what, like, media proliferation has done to society. We see more and more shit every day. We have more live access to statistics and analysis and bullshit. Oh, you know, one person shot every day and blah, blah. You know, all these little taglines that they put up on CNN headlines that you're annoyed by. Because I'm annoyed by them. Everybody's annoyed by them. Because it pinholes real issues. But yeah. You know, it's I don't know. I think violence is in our media, and in the last 20 years, 30 years, we've had a problem with media proliferation and more violent media getting to our children. I'm not saying that we should censor it, but there should be something.
Oh yeah, and I agree with that, because one thing, it's not only media that's profiling and you know, subjecting people to this one-sidedness of crazy people all the time, but it paves a path to where, if you look a little further, it's games these days. You know, children, kids playing these fucking games. Music now too, aggressive fucking music that has no meaner or demeanor in anything. It's just angry, you know, biased, fucking ignorant thought process, which is causing things to happen in a very bad manner, which is not being governed in a way where this type of shit is causing the world to be more falter in that fact. So the end result is, yeah, there's a few factors in this whole thing, but the end result is the drugs are causing things, but the real factor is deficiency. The vitamin mineral deficiencies throughout the parents and kids these days. You know, because a lot of kids grow up on government cheese, and then guess what? Guess what you're buying? You're only buying the shit that has no sentimental, or not sentimental, but more no nutritional value of food factors of government cheese, you know? The end result is we end up with deficient, non-active brain shit. Bro, I can keep going on with this stuff, man.
government queso. I love me some government queso. No, I understand what you're saying. And I can see it. It's just that I can't make that logical leap to antidepressants and the instances of mass shootings. I think these people are pretty depraved to begin with.
But yeah, but you're still missing the factor. Why are they depraved? Let's look at 1920s and 30s where people strive to find a job, and they would work for dimes and nickels, and they would work to support their children, whatever it was they got, they did, man. But now look at today. What do you see today? Oh, the government owes us. Everybody owes us something. Oh, I don't want to work for nothing. You see my point? But even the major factor is that back then they weren't deficient in stuff as we are today, especially with GMO shit and everything else. Let's make that thing look juicier, but it's deprived from vitamins and everything else that's in the fucking fruit or vegetable. So the end result is that we're looking at a degrade in life to upgrade the businessman, but degrade everybody else. You don't see the pattern, man. And I know millennials and the lefties don't see this. A lot of lefties don't see this. I like to say libtards, but I'll just be polite and say lefties. But the point is that we're seeing a lot of negative responses towards people being more caring today and not understanding what the past was, and actually looking at a whole different aspect of what was until now, and looking at this whole future in a way where it's been downgraded. Even though it seems like it's going up, it's going down. But I have a feeling the reason why a lot of left people, because I know a lot of left people that are really brilliantly smart, is because some reason why they cannot function in this world when they realize that the world is crumbling from them. They can't get a grasp. They can't understand. So they have to make this realistic fashion or some kind of realistic world that they have to create. And I'm not saying you. I'm just saying they have to make this realistic fashion a world where they have to feel normal in the world. Otherwise, if they're not stable mentally because the world is crumbling around them because they're not thinking the same way, they go absolutely ballistic. They refuse to feel like they're insecure, in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no, I know about the liberal intellectual superiority complex and how some liberals think they're the fucking smartest thing since God knows what. Oh, trust me, I have friends like that. But I laugh at them because they're usually like, the type of party that's ineffectual, like a socialist, A person who votes for a socialist candidate is ineffectual as shit. It's an empty vote, in my view.
And look here, I'm not here to judge people, or just say, hey, I'm this way, blah, blah, blah. I see things in my way where I make sense of things. And bro, it's just, you know what, when you sit on the fence and you look at both sides and you start seeing the ridiculousness and just open your eyes a little bit and just start seeing things, what things are happening, and just maybe take a little bit of gander in time, man, you'll see things that you're just like, holy crap. And it might make you more depressed, actually, depending on the type of person you are, but The fact is, bro, people need to learn, man. People just, instead of being a switch on or off, people need to be on the fucking fence right now. Truthfully, be honest with you.
Oh, I sit on the fence all day. I'm a moderate liberal. I mean, I'm no fucking AOC. I don't think the government can handle a lot of shit. They suck at a lot of things. But, I'm no libertarian. I was libertarian when I was younger. I was like a freaking constitutionalist libertarian, like Ron Paul supporter down to the gristle. And, I don't know. My ideology changed. I found logical deficiency in it.
I mean, bro, I've had conversations with people on Facebook. I lost over 1,500 friends on Facebook. A lot of them were synthwave artists that were part of, that knew my synthwave, and they would just unfriend me, because I stood up for myself. And a lot of them would make me look stupid, like I was the bad guy or some kind of creepo or whatever the case is. And they would even make fun of me and my grammar and shit like that, because I can't type right, you have to make fun of me because that's the only grasp that you have because you seem like you're smarter because you're a fucking libtard or something, That's the kind of bullshit. So, you know what? I started saying stupid shit. I started posting stupid shit, and I got rid of all those people that were being hecklers, the people that were just brain fucking wasting people, man. I had to get rid of them, bro. And I don't care if it ruins my career or whatever. The point is that you can't be cluttered by this kind of mentality. You can't be forced to think about, or think that the way they do, that you can't be, somebody can't tell you to think about something else and it convince you that they're right, because the purpose of everything is to have your own idealistic ways and feel good about what you believe in, you know what I'm saying, without somebody judging you for that and making mockery of you, because that's what they do. A lot of these libtards on Facebook will make a mockery of you, and then all the other libtards that are together, they'll just make you look like you're the idiot, like you're some hillbilly or some bullshit. And the funniest thing is that I'm more intelligent than every one of those motherfuckers, just because, I can't fucking spell a word or something, or I misspell a word because my fat sausage fingers, and you're gonna make fun of me for that shit? Bro, I had to get rid of these people, man. You have to get rid of the brain-washing, kludging people, man. You have to get rid of these people. That's what segregates you from being correctly mindset to people that are kludging you, thinking that you have to think this way. It's almost like if you were in college or something, and you're a teenager and you had to be this way because, everybody else has to be this way, and if you're not that way, you're the other person.
Oh, no, you have no idea. In high school, I was the antithesis of cool. I tried not to be cool. I tried my hardest, I promise you. No, I'm a Democrat for other reasons. It long has standing to do with how a lot of Republicans have strayed off their values, and it fucks with me internally.
Well, I mean, Nancy Pelosi, right, or the other fucking creepo, that looks like he came from Poltergeist, knocking on your door and starts singing a song, Biden, But the fact is that when you look at these people, you can see the agenda that they're doing. The agenda is to make Trump look like an asshole. You know what? Trump is stupid in some ways. He's not all there, but you know, in other ways, he's doing things that are actually disrupting the liberal agenda. You know, it's kind of like he has his way of doing it. The fact is that Pelosi and Biden and all that, they are totally fucking absolutely insane people. I cannot believe the shit that they do to make people think that they're good. But you know, it's funny. It's like nobody sees what Biden does, right? For instance, you ever seen the pictures or videos on YouTube of Biden when he's meeting people, and yet there's a young girl there, and he's feeling up her tits or grabbing her ass or hugging her, trying to kiss them, and the kids are like, "Get the fuck away from me." You ever seen that shit? Do you notice that nobody ever says anything about that in the lefty side?
Well, I know why that is. And to be honest, I hate pedophiles. Let me put that on the record. Can't stand them. They should cut off all their balls and shove them in their fucking mouth. But, there's been a lot of fucking crappy media. And you'll agree with me that there's been fake news on both sides. I can't even look at some of these ads and you know, if they're planted by Russia, you know, and I've seen one planted by Russia. That the Hillary Clinton has an alien baby one. I saw that one. That was good. That was real good. But on both sides, it's just the media landscape's so fucked up. So I look towards the foreign media from allies and I figure it out. And then I'll look at CNN and Fox News after.
I don't even watch that shit, but like the recent commercial with the lady that her mother died because she listened to Trump, and she started crying. I didn't even feel sad for her. I was like, you know, I was laughing. I was like, this, you know what? If your mother believed in Trump and she said, "Oh, I believe that the thing is," can you believe this fucking ad, bro? She started crying on the ad saying, you know, "Oh, it's because of Trump saying that the pandemic wasn't serious, that my mother could be alive today if she didn't believe him." Can you believe the fucking bullshit? That is just absolutely asinine. What the fuck?
Yo, some of these Trump ads are screwed up too, man. But this is politics, eh? Welcome to 2020. Corona bullshit.
Look, I'm not damning the virus. I know it is a serious thing, but who knows how much of it is true and how much of it is not. The fact is that this virus came in very fast, strangely, in all countries, almost very fast. That is not normal. There's not that many people traveling around the world all the time to make that virus spread that fucking fast. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Which means that it was airborne somehow or somewhere. I still blame that little fat Chinese fucking fat, or Chinese or Vietnam or whatever cross-sided faggot he is, missile launching up his asshole. I don't know the fuck. But that motherfucker right there is probably the reason why it happened. a lot of people seem to forget that in the New Year's, he said, I'm going to do a surprise. 2019, he says, in 2020, he's going to do a surprise. And everybody laughed, and it was on the news, and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what's happening right now? Did people seem to forget that?
No, I remembered it. It was one of my first hunches. No, until it's confirmed, nothing really we can do. But if it is confirmed, God bless the state of North Korea. They're gonna need it.
I've been through too many conspiracies through my life, seeing the bullshit. Hell, I mean, Waco, Texas. I don't know if you remember Waco, Texas. Waco, Texas was, a group of people who believed their own church ways. But they used his church ways as a cult. He called it a cult, right? He's the cult man. But the technical factor is that they used that excuse to kill some of the agents in the government. Bro, it gets pretty deep, but let me tell you this. The end result is that they said that they didn't use flamethrowers in the building, but you see tanks coming out of pulling out of, puncturing the hole in the walls, pulling out with fucking flames coming out of the fucking tank. They killed all kinds of people in their own government, using Waco, Texas as an excuse. And not only that, but they killed innocent women and children, right? Because what? They're in a cult. Yeah, well, that cult wasn't anything. It was just a normal church gathering cult type of cult that wasn't anything harmful towards anybody. Basically, was just awareness of what the government's doing to us. And guess what happened to them all? They all died. And you think at the end of the whole thing that they would gather up evidence because of it? They mowed the whole shit down, bro. I don't know if you know anything about Waco, Texas, for instance, in our government. But that's a prime example of the peripheral start of what was going on of corruption.
I'm privy to believe that most of the information I read on the internet is untrue. So, I haven't really looked up on that. I used to be a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. I used to believe all sorts of crap. And then I started, looking at logical fallacies, and I took an online course on argumentation and the Roman Empire and all sorts of stuff. And I came to my own conclusions and found out that Alex Jones is a hack, and most of these things are made by profiteers.
But you're listening to other people to direct your mind into a false thought process instead of sitting on the fence. And you just said you're sitting on the fence, but it sounds to me like you're not. All right. The proof of the matter is that you have to look at logic comparison to bullshit as one of the major factors is in what's happening today. You see what I'm saying? Why would you judge one area better than the other when something else is going on? Why would you do that? Why not just sit on the fence and hey, there's something about this. Don't make the judgment right away. But listen, sit on the fence, man. Trust me. I'm going to tell you something, my batteries, I don't know if it's going to die or not, but have another battery here charged. But, let me tell you something, bro. There's more to what you're thinking about than meets the eye. I know you went through all these classes and stuff like that, but those are just to tell you that they're just pretty much to direct your mind into thinking that as crazy as it seems, it's not real. It's almost like that's a whole fake thing, you know, or whatever the case is. But, bro, I'm telling you something, man. I've been here. I've been experiencing. Just look at the Waco, Texas shit, bro. You're gonna be like, holy shit, man.
Take a look at it later tonight. I'm freaking tired already. I saw that recently, and when I saw that Beirut explosion, I immediately thought of the immediate terrorist group that was in Lebanon. I thought they had a nuclear bomb or something thermonuclear, but then they found out it was like ammonium nitrate. So relieved.
Tell you something about that, though. Ammonium nitrate doesn't blow up by itself. You have to use like a mix of diesel or some other mix of some other shit. Ammonium nitrate doesn't fucking explode by itself. A little known fact.
Yeah, no, I don't have faith in other countries' constitutions, institutions. I know Lebanon for a fact has Hezbollah written all over the walls in that government. And until they rid some of the extremist factions and the corrupt factions of their government, you're never going to think of Lebanon as a stable country.
This right? Alright. To slap a band-aid on bigger wounds, here's a place where they've had that shit in storage for how many years? And now all of a sudden it explodes. Well, now, right? Check this out. Now all of a sudden, people in that country are irate, and they're blaming another country, they're blaming the government, they're blaming shit. I'm experiencing something a little more deep that you might not understand, and probably will never understand, whatever. I'm not going to mention it because it's just going to make me look like an idiot. But the fact is that something's going on in this world that is pretty much dictating our future. It's destroying our lives, destroying the whole fucking world. And, and it's trying to make the dinosaur days again. But it's a little harder these days because there's too many people nowadays, But the thing is that I'm seeing something in a pattern. You might call me crazy, whatever. But, bro, I'm not stupid, bro. Bro, listen to me very carefully. I'm not fucking stupid. I am a brilliant motherfucker. I probably could be anybody that, people worship over, to whatever. I don't consider myself that way, but you know what? I'm seeing the fucking pattern, bro. I'm seeing it. And I hate to mention it because I feel that if I did, I'd just be killed right away.
No, I don't judge people for their opinion. To be honest, I'm not like that.
here's the thing about it, is I don't read books, and I don't get cluttered with other people's theories, and, oh, I'm a smart guy because I've read every book in the world, and now all of a sudden I'm smart because I'm book smart, and I've read everybody's theories, and the problem is that, well, that's good and dandy for you, but I'm glad I still have an intellectual, however you call that, intellectual mind that I can think for myself, that I know what's good. I know what I feel, because I have enough knowledge in my mind and my background to say, hey, I know what's fucking going on. See, that's the difference, man. People don't understand that. You have to be a person that is that mindset. We're being controlled, and not only controlled in a way, but we're being controlled that we have to think like everybody else. We have to think that, the government's correct. We have to think. The whole process is that they're trying to destroy our minds to where we can't think for ourselves anymore. That if you think for yourself now, you're the bad person. You're the person that is not worthy. You're not thinking like we do. You're the bad guy.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Doesn't surprise me at all. Apathy is very high right now. Let's just say that.
You know what? But don't judge people for their own idealistic vision. Be worried more about people who follow people, who look at news, who look at other things, and that are convinced that thousands of people are being destroyed, but yet only one person was destroyed, from CNN, kind of shit. We have to watch out for these people. We have to watch out for the overhead. The overhead is killing us, man. Controlling us and making us feel like our mind and our thought process is invalid and we're worthless. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree with you on some points. But I think other points are, I have my argument towards everything. Dude, I could argue for your side too. I'm a debater.
As long as you're not a major master debater. But the point is that I'm not a smart person at all. I'm stupid. I'm fucking literally stupid, bro. And, I admit that I'm stupid. Even though I do brilliant things, doesn't mean that I'm smart. It's just that we have to look at things in a different pattern. What's smart and what's stupid. Being observant is smart. But, maybe stupid in other ways. Because now you may be, somehow worried about everything in your life. But if you look at it a whole nother directive in ways, you will see a whole different level of smart and stupid. Being on the fence is smart. But, trying to talk to certain people about that is stupid. End result is that if you listen to stupid people, you're going to be stupid. But even though you're smart, you end up still listening to the stupid people because they're telling you what to think. You see what I'm saying? Which is, maybe I lost you on that one, whatever. It might come to you. You know, you might get it. Basically, everybody in this world is telling us what to think. People that have no idea, the blind leading the blind, the news telling us what to think. Everybody's telling us what to think. Everybody's making us seem like we're stupid. Look at the commercials these days. You see all the commercials? They're targeting people that are fucking stupid. Everybody thinks that the fucking majority of people are stupid in this world. And it's not true. But yet, when you're a person that defends yourself and talks these things like I do, you're the crazy guy. But it's not true. Because guess what? I think for myself. Therefore, I'm not stupid. I still consider myself stupid because guess what? Because I have a lot more to learn in this world, man. This corrupt world, bro. This world is very corrupt.
Oh, I know. I know. Especially here in Miami.
You know, and for me, by any means, I'm not smart or brilliant or whatever. Yeah, I do things. I make music. I make music. I've impressed people. I've been talked about on. You don't even know, man. Been in movies. I've done a lot of shit in my life, bro. But right now, I'm so disappointed in everything in life that I gave up, bro. I gave up everything, bro. And you know, that's not me, man. I'm not a person that would just give up. But I literally gave up, bro. Because I realized that there's just too many fucked up people in this world, man. That have no fucking brains at all. None of them. Not one person. You either get somebody that's smart that's still stupid.
We're all stupid in our own ways.
You know, I hate to say that, you know. We got brilliant people that are stupid. I have to say that, you know, it's sad to say that because it's true. I'm a brilliant person, but I'm stupid. I don't know why I'm stupid, but I'm a brilliant person that's stupid. And once you admit that to yourself, it makes more sense.
Yeah, no, I admit I'm stupid. We're all stupid in this world.
At some point in our lives, we all realize that we're brilliantly stupid. Between ignorance and self-ignorance and not wanting to learn and only being selfish and, being one way for yourself, you know, that you end up being who you are in life. And the end result is that, hey, maybe if you just took time to understand life more, people, if you have to judge certain people, cultures, whatever in your life to avoid the certain damages that happen, then do it. Doesn't make you a bad person. But the point is that you have to think for yourself, man, these days. And just be a little smarter about things, you know? Because we're really just dropping. We're really dropping intelligence very fast. KJ4QYD. Yeah, I know it sounds like I'm just rambling on, but man, you know, I'm full of knowledge, but yet I'm stupid. How is even that possible, bro? I've made music from my mind that has totally just change people's lives, man. I've seriously, I've done things that impress people. But yet I speak stupid shit and have fun on the repeater and do stupid shit and speak stupid like I'm retarded. It's because, you know what, I gave up a long time ago. It's almost like I can't grow up anymore. I can't. It's stupid, man. I feel just, you know, I feel like a wank, really, to be honest with you.
Don't worry. So I'm just munching out, man. We're all fucking, this world's going to hell. We'll all get through it together, though. It ain't that bad.
And I know you say this, and I know it ain't bad, but the fact is that I'm just going to give you a slight example. Things that I cherished and valued a lot or whatever has diminished. Nothing means anything. Nothing's important to me anymore. Okay? Because of this world, the people that are around us, the people that are surrounding us, the people that are damaging our fucking values, the people that are ruining our values and worth, has totally corrupted my aspect of value to the point where nothing means anything anymore. And therefore, I have nothing to look forward to anymore. You see my point?
Can't be that way. Gotta think of things to look forward to. And if it's fun, there's certain things you gotta figure out. Sailing's been one of my escapes. Diving, all that kind of stuff.
There you go. I mean, I had a focus on music. I was a very good artist, man. People like me a lot. But because of the faults and the bullshit, you know, and now the bullshit over time, and now what's going on, you don't have anything to look forward to anymore. Because the future doesn't look bright at the end. It doesn't. Especially now. It does not look bright anymore. Because value has dictated by being rejected because of more severe situations. You see what I'm saying?
Meh. You have to be optimistic. I have faith. I'm not worried.
All this shit. Bro, and I'm not a light-headed person. I'm a strong-minded person, bro. But let me tell you, it's just, it's another thing to say, hey, you know, people need to take value of their skills and make the world better, instead of taking value of breaking in a building and saying, I gotta get mines, you know, kind of feeling. That the whole world owes me shit, you know? Because that's the feeling that destroys this world. Instead of people out here being constructive, or what do you call it, and making things that, you know, will potentially make the world better. Nobody sees that anymore. Like, that value has disappeared. Only for certain people, but the fact is that when you see this shit going on today, it's all about me. It's all about me. That's what the world is today. It's all about me. Like, I live in this earth and you owe me. I'm this color and you owe me. You see what I'm saying? That's what the world is today. And that's the reason why I get very, very angry. And I'm sure you've heard me on the repeater many times speaking of that particular side that's the reason why I get angry. Because of the ignorance and the stupidity. And I can't deal with it, man. I really can't. I can't deal with these people, man. The ignorance and the stupidity. Why are people smart enough to fucking realize what's going on? Why?
Shit's fucked up, man. But we've had worse. World War II was worse. Fight against communist Russia. Fascism. A lot of things.
So funny, man. My handheld feels like I just put it in a fucking microwave.
My radio time's out. I actually have to get off the mobile because it's getting too hot.
I can't even hold my radio, man.
Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep, man. I'll talk to you later, man. I have a little headache I need to get rid of. Nice speaking with you, brother. Be safe. KG4 or XYZ.
You, man. It's a good conversation, bro. You know, everybody seems to think that I'm stupid out here or whatever the case is, but bro, they don't even have no idea about my mind and shit. I can keep going on even further, but, alright, man, have a good night. KJ4QWitty.
Nah, you ain't stupid. I know that.
Well, that's good. At least I got one person on my side, but, you know, I don't do things to, impress people in a way. I just do things because, you know what, I feel that it's right, you know. But alright, man, have a good night, man.
Be safe, dude. Sleep well. KG4 XYZ.
Good morning, AG4THM. Barbecue. Baccarat.
KG4 FYV.
Pero ¿qué está pasando de Wikiwikiando? Good morning, Mr. 55. Barbecue. Mr. 55, good morning to you. He outside right now, he cleaning the dog shit, you know. He outside dando manguera. You know, he dando manguera to take care, clean all the dog shit outside. Pues, good morning, ayer que me saludó. No lo saludé para atrás porque estaba atendiendo uno de los choferes ahí. Buenos días, Alfa, Golf 4, Juliet Hotel.
Good morning, N4WZQ Mobile.
Lenny, good morning, 73. Have a nice day over there. A good trip down there to the working place.
Thank you. You too. Have a safe morning and the rest of the day. And stay hydrated. It's going to get hot again. I just look at the weather report. It's going to be hot today. Hot and muggy. So you know how it is. Has to be aerated. Aerated. Hidratado. Hydrated. Algo así. Oh, man. I didn't sleep last night, bro. I don't suffer from headache. But yesterday have a bad day here, you know, working place, and I didn't sleep. I didn't even get to the radio, nothing. I got no. I fall to the bed, and I woke up like 7 times in the night. So I guess I feel sleepy. I'm gonna sleep.
Hey, beautiful. Good morning to you. Buenos días, mi hermanito.
Buenos días to you too, man. There is Lenny running down south Pike over there, man. Go to the workplace. Yeah. What's happening, bro?
Not much. Gotta get ready to go to work. And good morning to that other person was out there. I didn't quite catch him out there, who it is. But good morning anyway.
Good morning, N4WZQ, Lenny.
Good morning, Lenny. You got KJ4SWP over here, Bullet.
Good morning, Bullet.
Hey, yeah. Actually, there was a shooting yesterday in the White House. Side of the White House, yes, sir.
Well, here, over here, doing part of the breakfast. This guy is bringing one of those Central America breakfast today. Damn. It's a lot of food in the morning, man. Damn. Wow. JA's on the side. Good morning, everybody. KO4ECE, good morning. I see the Stokers are awake too, and 4WZQ.
Hello, well?
Stokers, those are the guys that keep poking and prodding the fires, you know, the way how the repeater functions, you know, to keep the agitation going.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of crap, you know, that is going to work at this time, Lenny. They got no issue for another thing, you know, just to do that. But, I don't know. A lot of time ago, you know, they told me that when I key up the mic, I have to speak, you know, because that's the way they work.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're keying over me, too.
No, Lenny, I didn't hear nothing. You know, I got a lot of followers. They have it. They hear me and they key up on top of me.
Yeah, you have a fan club.
Well, I give them a lot of love, let me
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be patient, like parents with children. Let them have their fun and reel them in once in a while, keep them in line.
Oh, yeah. Eventually, they fall. Nano. The number that you reached has been disconnected. Que comience la fiesta. Fulanito. Gone. It is gone. Se empieza fiesta. Bueno, no, le vamos a dar un chancecito porque yo soy bien condescendiente. Así que le doy un break y después se fue con los panchos. Good morning. Buenos días para todos los civiceros. No los papalotes, los civiceros. KJ4SWB. Horrible. Tú no puedes esperar manzanas de una mata de coco. It's nice to hear you out there, Mr. 55. That's all I gotta say. All right, thank you, Bill. Titito, todo 10 minutos para las 8 y ya no hay nada que hacer. Ay, Dios mío, otro día de aburrimiento. ¡A cagar! Hey, good morning, 55. KL4DVG.
Papalote, 55.
Good morning, you all. Good morning. morning, 73. Have a nice day.
KO4ECE, good morning. 4GTE, U4JH, good morning, man.
Eight twenty in the morning. Today is Tuesday. Today. Alfa Golf 4, Juliet Hotel.
Así es, amigo.
Híjole.
Wear a face mask and clean your hands oftenly. Keep it clean, guys. There is no joking. You have to keep social distance, wear a mask, and keep your hands clean. Remember, don't touch your face. Don't touch your nose. Don't pull out the mucus out of your nose. And then put it in your mouth.
Don't touch your culo.
Well, that happens often, you know. They put the fingers, they sit on his ass, and then, they put it in the mouth. They like to love that.
Sad but true.
Wow. Oh, what a shit happened yesterday in Chicago. Look at that crap. Man. Strong storms. Well, it's windy city. Damn, look at that, all those cars, all those trees on the floor. Oh, look at that crowd. They're flying. Fly, Robin, fly.
A45. Hello. 845, Broward County.
Caray.
Thank you, I just did. Thank you for reminding me.
W4THM, good morning on the line here. Stuck on this 836 traffic like every morning because everyone wants to get on fucking 995. And I'm in Nanieda. And then it holds it up for everyone else.
Black Sheep, you should get a motorcycle.
Or, moped. Padre.
In a moped, you can't outrun traffic, but in a motorcycle, there's a different story.
Yes, you can. But then you gotta go, get your motorcycle endorsement and all that crap.
That's what he needs.
Hey, good morning, Black Sheep.
Good morning.
You know, it's KO4DVG. You know, it's 2020 and I was promised a flying car by now.
Yeah, weren't we all?
They're expensive like hell now.
We were promised many things, but as we have it, there's people that make money all along the way.
Alright, I finally made it over that traffic. I'm on MacArthur Causeway. Alright, Port of Miami.
Hey, fucker, did you buy those new struts or what?
No, I had to buy something more important. The motor mounts. Robert saw that shit. He's like, oh yeah, you need that ASAP. Which you do because when you go from park to drive to reverse and all that, you feel that kick, that motor moving, so gotta do that shit ASAP.
Qué malo es manejar un junket.
Como le dije a Robertico, bro, este va a ser my last beater. Ya cuando se muera este para la vinga, get me something newer and less of a headache.
Get a Toyota. Get a Toyota.
Too expensive, especially the ones that I like. I like the 90s Tacoma trucks. And all these morons want like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for a decent one, so no.
You know, I got one I bought brand new from 2007. And that thing has just been oil changes and brake jobs, bro. Nothing's ever gone wrong with that car. You can't beat a Toyota, bro. Even if you pay a little more in the long run, it'll be cheaper in the long end.
This kid has his fucking thick skull. Thank you.
That's why it's still high, man, Toyota.
Listen, bro. All you need is a transportation. You don't need a fucking pickup truck. You need a Toyota Corolla that takes you from here to there and it doesn't waste gas. That's what you need for the kind of driving you do. What the fuck do you need a truck to go from your house to the beach every day and back?
To also make money on the side, bro. Listen, when I had my pickup truck, I had my job where I made good money like how I'm making now. And also I did side jobs that also made me money with that truck. So, bro, it's all about making money and hustling. With a truck, you can make wonders. Y con una carriola vas a hacer amazing things. I've been there and done that, bro. ¿Qué no hice when I had my truck, bro? To make money. Hasta vendía hierro, put it that way, bro. Yo hacía de todo. I always had some money coming in.
¿Cómo es eso de que tú vendías hierba?
Delincuente. Hierro, papo, hierro.
Perdona. Me parece haber oído hierba. Coño, ¿hubieras traído para acá?
Día Yeyo.
Ay, peor, delincuente. Hasta mudanza hacía también. Alguien decía, ay, necesito llevarme esta cama. Bueno, mira, te cobro tanto ahora mismo, te lo llevo para tu casa, dale, ¿cuánto? Tanto, oye, dale, vamos.
Un Toyotica.
KF4UJX, Area 55, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods. Yo estaba al lado de tu casa ayer, pero no quería caerte de paracaídas. But today I'll be in the area.
Okay, man. Okay, no, it was a fucking busy day, dog. I was on the floor over there replacing brakes, chocks, and a whole bunch of crap in two trailers, dog. I was busy that I get inside here, take a shower, and wow, man, fall asleep like a rock. Until this morning, man. Sorry about it. I just saw the phone over here, and When I leave yesterday, I saw your calls, man. Sorry, didn't answer, man.
Oh, verdad que te llamé con el permiso de Line y Black Sheep. I forgot I called you. That's right. I think I called you around that time. I don't remember. Whatever. Era como las 5, las 4, algo así.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Sin nervios, yo voy a estar por acá, man. Dale, ahí está lo tuyo. Y lo tuyo también está ahí, Alain. Cuando tengas un chance, si quieres, si puedes, y te da chance de pasar, si quieres pasa. Yo estoy por acá.
Déjame ver qué es lo que tengo en el tintero para hoy. A ver, déjame ver cuánto tráfico hay y todo, a ver si me puedo dar una escapadita.
Tengo que ser como, sí, 1, 2, 3 to 4 stops, but they're all around your neck of the woods, more or less. Up there, north of me. Tú sabes que yo vivo en el final del mundo, para acá para el sur. So, voy para allá para el norte. Para mí, para ir para el norte comiendo Disney World.
El 55, todavía tú tienes la GP9.
Está tirada por ahí.
Júntala. Está completa.
Yo creo que le pasé con el camión por arriba.
He's bullshitting.
Sí, pero está por ahí.
Pero si se puede armar, ponme la junta ahí y házmelo un mondo.
I've never heard a call like this. Una mujer que se robó una escalera de un camión y está caminando down US 1 con la escalera.
Wow. La necesidad tiene cara de perro, brother.
No, right now there's 3 active perimeters. I woke up early today, I have a lot of things to do, pero estaba esa la calle en candela. Y el description de la negra. Black shirt, pajamas. She's wearing pajamas.
Esa zona de abajo del sur, la gente cree que están en el buen barrio y lo que están es en Curundú.
Ay, es lo que está buscando un pericazo.
Una piedrita.
Lo dudo que un craquero se va a llevar una escalera gigantesca.
Bro, what's up with these Ford cars that I've been seeing around here, man, with a bunch of cameras on the roof? They're not for Google or anything like that, because it doesn't say for Google. It says self-driving vehicle.
Testing Ford's self-driving platform on the beach. So pretty soon, all the taxis are going to be self-driving like in the movies from the future.
Taxis? I thought they did away with taxis because of Uber. But, all right, yeah. Sounds pretty cool.
Están perdiendo el tiempo. I want my flying car.
That'll probably be another train wreck, with or without flying cars.
I don't know why they're doing that, because taxi drivers are the best drivers and the most courteous and the best people on the planet. Why would they want to do that? Uber changed the industry forever, man. Kill poor DVG. Yeah. I fight with Uber on a regular basis. I order a lot of Uber Eats. At least 3 or 4 orders a week. So 3 orders a week. One thing or the other. And man, it got to a point between me and Uber that I'm going to have to shut down the account and reopen another one completely. Because, brother, they the same thing they do every time, bro. They send you a parcero, which is fine. I'm not insulting them, but, nigga, if you're going to pick a field to work in, At least have the language. So you got a guy that this has happened to me, and I think I said the story out here several times. Get a guy that speaks no English, has only been here for who knows how long, sometimes doesn't even fit the description of who they're supposed to be there, but that's not the problem. I don't care who shows up here. I walk out, I'm carrying my 40 with me. Doesn't matter. Pero, it's the wrong guy. The guy don't know no English. He doesn't know he doesn't even know what he's picking up. And then they try to convince you that the combos that you're used to seeing for 50 years now are not combos. No, they don't come with sodas. Combos only are the sandwich. Sometimes they try to convince you it's only a sandwich or fries. But the real prize winner is the one that tells you that, no, they don't have combos anymore. It's only the sandwiches.
Que carne, que ni carne. Así viene el sandwich, man.
Sometimes you get a funny one. Not long ago I got one the guy was, I let it slide because the people was a true salesman. And the way I let him leave, whatever, and I got on the app and I reported, whatever. But I didn't get into any verbal thing with him. Not an argument, but this guy literally sold me on that combos, the soda, that's just for illustration purposes only.
Oh, can you give the guy a review?
No, I'm already at the point that Uber, whatever something, it says when I go to complain about something, it don't matter whether it's the quality, if I'm missing anything, if he didn't show up. At this point, the minute I click on one of those options, boom, whatever detected. We have seen that there has been a large quantity of adjustments and no sé qué, and at this time Uber cannot offer any adjustments. So basically, if they didn't bring you bring me what I ordered, if it's wrong, if it's missing, if the guy didn't show up, it doesn't matter. Uber at this point doesn't give me any service, so now I just order from places that I can call and reach out and touch a nigga. So that's where I'm at with Uber right now. And bro, trust me, I've thrown through no emails, very well worded, put together, very good. And bro, nothing, man, nothing. They give you these fucking puma punku freaking Indians ahí, con unos nombres ahí, and they don't offer any help.
Welcome to the world of outsourcing, where shit gets lost along the way. Half of it in translation.
Te voy a mandar una foto of the power supply que me mandaron. Que it looks, it's not twisted or bent or damaged as far as physical outside, but the 2 meters fell inside. Pero, bro, it's a $479 power supply, bro. Brand new. And the box is completely unscathed. Doesn't look like it's been hit, but apparently it has been dropped a lot. Like, they played basketball with the shit somewhere. But the box looks fine. I'm going to send you a picture to WhatsApp so you can see it. Look at me. And that's what happens, man, when you start shipping these heavy-ass items and these people don't want to work. Your box becomes the little ball in that little game that has the little paddles that you hit the ball back and forth to just.
Like pocket pool? I was listening when you were telling Robert yesterday. So, stop buying shit like that, man. There's some HP power supplies, and there is, different alternatives. There's also a guy in eBay. Well, ask Ruben. He bought the last one, but he sells ham radio power supplies. I don't know how many amps you need or whatever, but if you call him, he'll build you something custom. And, they're made here in the USA.
I'm returning W4THM. Sorry for leave the radio without advice.
Bueno, por hablen ahí, ven KF4UJX ready. Alain, I sent you the pictures there. Nigga, on WhatsApp. Bro, de madre, bro. No, it's brand new. Good feedback. Y llegó aquí, no de Huawei now, bro. Even if he gives it to me for free, I'm still going to buy another one. And it's 28 volts, bro. It's for the big Glen Air I have here. I need 30 amps. At minimum, 35 will be fine. You know, so I bought a 35 amp, 28 volt power supply. You know, Astron in my hand. They're good stuff. You know.
Rod, why didn't you just buy a Meanwell? That don't make no sense. You should have just bought a Meanwell power supply, laboratory power supply, and they're not that expensive.
I'm sure. No, Sergio, good morning, man. I researched a little bit. I found a Meanwell, I think that was like 20-something volts, if I recall correctly, but something was not right. Plus, I mean, I don't know how good those things are, man. You know, they look a little faga. I don't know. I owned one, but I never got around to using it, because when it got here, that was beat up too. I dropped it off to you, Sergio. Remember, I had parts loose inside? That was a little power supply. Que llegó aquí, que le metía un viandazo, que components were loose inside.
Yeah, no. That was a knockoff version. That was a Chinese bullshit. A real, look up SE1000. The SE1000 series. Sierra Echo 1000. You know, those are 20 amp power supplies. They're 1,000 watts. SE1000. You know, look that power supply up. And they come in 48, they come in 12, they come in 15, they come in 28, they come in every single, and they're variable. That's all you need. Or look up the SE600. SE600 and then dash whatever the voltage. Look up the SE series. SE15, SE24. That's probably the one you're going to want is the SE24. You know, SE36, SE48. Those are all laboratory grade power supplies. They belong inside of broadcast equipment for full duty use.
I'm checking that out right now. I remember I saw something. Oh, that's probably what it was. I saw it was 24 volts. Would the variable bring it up to 28?
It should. Look at the specifications. Pull up the data sheet. It should show you the variance in the voltage.
Sergio, those are the Meanwells?
Yep, Meanwell power supplies. But you gotta go with the SE series. If you don't go with SE, every other thing is Mickey Mouse, LED driver, pinga, todo eso es mierda. But that's if you're gonna do something like así, astronómico. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, I got 5 or 6 of those HP power supplies metido en todo, enganchado en todo aquí, brother. Y eso, I do the modification to it, is one resistor. I do the mod in a little bit, and that's it. That's for 13.8 volts, so yeah. You can't beat it, bro. That's the best $15 power supply, $13 power supply I've ever bought in my life. You know? But I will tell you, the SE series, that's the way to go. Look up the SE Meanwell power supplies, and that's eso es para tirar leña. That's for what you want it for.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. Yeah, these do look different than that other one that I had. Yeah, that other one was a Chinese faga. Yeah, this housing, everything is different here. Yeah, it looks similar. They tried to, get close to this, but, that's probably why I steered away. I was like, who the hell are these people, you know? Yeah, the Astron's a monster, bro. It's heavy, bro. It's like 70 pounds.
Hey, Rolly, why you don't test those? Good morning, Sergio, by the way. Those Hewlett Packard 60 amp.
DBI uses the Meanwells inside his amp.
I have here Astron for like the CD stuff. I got a 70, and then I bought this Astron 28 volt because the Glen Air comes with 2 power supplies to bring it for the power that I have it set at. I'm okay, but I'm right at the threshold. So, and I don't like to be, 2 amp, 3 amp headroom. I mean, to me, that's not headroom. That's like you made it fit. How about if something goes off value at one point and it adds to more draw? So, that's my fear. So I don't want to end up with that type of failure later or an issue. So I said, let me find something bigger. If I went with another Glen Air power supply, I was looking at $600 for the Glen Airs that I have here. And I got 2 of them, so I want to stack up a third one. Ya estamos hablando, it looks like a DJ rack here. So, as it is, it looks like I have a microwave on top of my desk. It's already a little too much.
Why don't you get a rack for all that shit, bro?
Ordered a gator rack that, you know, with the two sides, the two bags, the front and back that come off. It's 26 inches tall. And, you know, military grade, whatever. I can pop off the front and the back, and I have the Glen Air, you know, at moment's notice, you know.
Es mucho para un cartucho.
You saw the pictures of mine?
Yeah, bro. Tremendo de pingue. How did the meters get kicked in, bro?
My mom said, look, oye, ahí llegó de pronto, salí, porque se disparó el ring. Nobody was out there was no box. I came inside, llegó, the nurse showed up, and like literally 5 minutes later, she was like, mira, hay un cajón ahí. And my mom opened the door, and the box was there all of a sudden. I went, I picked it up, put it in the trunk of the car, lightly, I didn't drop anything. Everything was fine. No physical damage on the exterior of the box. When I get home, I take it out of the trunk, and I'm almost getting to where the couch is, to lay it on top of the couch, not even on the floor. I hear, bang, bang, like if something was loose, and it fell in there. I was like, nigga, this box only fits this power supply. There's not a whole lot of real estate in here. What the hell just fell? And it sounded like it was metal to metal. I was like, ay, mi madre. When I set it down and I opened the box from the top, I see the 2 meters, but they're black. I don't see the white face behind them or the needles or nothing. I'm like, but what the hell's this? And I look and I'm like, maybe these are digital or something, whatever. I didn't have my contacts in. I open the box, and when I lift the handles, the 2 handles screws are broken. Like if they dropped it on that side of the box, they rompió los tornillos for the handle. So I had to pick it up by the ears. And that's when I noticed that, yeah, the meters were actually, they hit it so hard that it broke the housing that attaches it to the front panel, and the gauges, the meters fell in, bro. The voltage one works, but the amp one, it does not. And they both light up.
All right, break for a second. Rolly, you need to go with the Meanwell SE27. So the SE600-27. SE-627. That gives you 22.2 amps and a voltage from 24 to 30 volts. How much amperage do you need?
I'm happy with 35, but I could deal with 30, I guess.
Okay, no. All right, so then you're going to go bigger. I didn't know how many amps you need. So you're going to go with the 1000 series.
So I will put SE 1000. Take the 6 out, and then 27, right?
That should be it. Let me see. I'm going to look it up right now.
You're right, sir. These do look way different than you built. And that other Tareco that I was there, they let me have that thing. The guy sent it to me. He was like, "Oh, I'll send you a little power supply included in there that I'm not using."
This is another animal.
Rolly, why haven't you gone to 50 volt? What do you call it? The pallets, bro.
I have a pallet for VHF, but I don't have one for you or nothing. The V, that too. I was running it at 1.8 last I used it. That's when literally when the baby was born. Jesus. I haven't used it since the baby was born.
Because the 50 volts, the 50 volt devices are so much smaller, bro. Everything is much more efficient, and you can put the 50 volt pallet along with the power supply and everything, like a 4U rack mount, and that's it, bro. It doesn't take up any space. You're burying yourself in devices there, bro.
So the SE1020 has a variance from 22 to 28 volts, protection from 28 to 32, 41.7 amps. All right, that's the ticket right there.
Wow, let me see, SE1000, that's a oh, you're looking around 160. No, bro, look at that, dog. Wow, $160.
Yep, that's the way to go. You see the terminals on that shit, right? That ain't no play shit.
Yeah, I never really looked through all these, bro. Never. I've seen them, and I've glanced at them, and I've scrolled through. I might clicked on 2 or 3, whatever, but I've never really like looked at them until right now. I actually look at them. Yeah, it's a different. Oh yeah, it's a totally different monster.
And if you want to get even more creative, look at the RSP 2000. That's the one that we use in the elevator unit. But we use 48 volt for everything. So if you look at that, look at the RSP series. Look, type in RSP 2024.
Oh yeah, this is more like it. Yes. That's nice.
Yep, that's 80 amps. 80 amps, 1900 watts. 80 amps, varying from 21 to 28 volts. You know, ya con esto ya, they have them even bigger. You go to the 3000 series, ya estamos hablando hasta más, you know, we get even bigger. Anything in the SE series is already considered their big boy stuff.
This one is in the price, yeah, $400, you know, with shipping, yeah, $350 plus. I didn't go the lowest price, but this looks like a different, yeah, you're in a different ballpark with this guy. I like this one. It looks pretty low profile.
If you look at the RSP series, the 3024, that one's 3000 watts, 125 amps at 28 volts.
Looking at that right now. Y este todavía está en precio bueno también, too. This is not that much. $300.
Again, that's what you want to go. That's all big boy shit. That all uses buck boost converter inside with a dual stage P. So out. All day long. And they're RF friendly. They have all the input. I use these for FM broadcast applications where it's not un key down ahí de, you know, de 5-10 seconds, toma. No, it's keyed down 24 hours. That's what they use.
Ven acá, Sergio, una preguntita. Si es de 24 voltios, ¿cómo lo bajas a 12?
Ellos lo hacen en diferentes modelos. Ellos lo hacen de 12, 24, lo hacen todo. El número, si tú miras el número, un ejemplo, RSP 3000, raya 24 es de 24 voltios, raya 12 de 12 voltios, raya 48 de 48 voltios. Ellos lo hacen de todos los modelos.
Okay, okidoki, I got it. Quiere decir que si yo quiero uno de 80 amperes, 13.8 o 14.12, ellos me lo hacen.
Ajá, ellos lo hacen. Ellos tienen siempre una variancia de más o menos de 10 voltios para arriba y para abajo. Un ejemplo, si te da, o de 5 voltios de variancia, un ejemplo, si tú compras uno de 12 voltios, este va a llegar hasta, un ejemplo, 15 o 16 voltios, o te puede bajar hasta 8 voltios, ¿tú me entiendes? Tiene un turn pack que tú le das para allá y para acá.
I got you. No, lo estaba viendo aquí, perdona ahí que estaba de intromiso ahí. No, está bueno, al rato me compro uno de estos de 80 amperes de 12 voltios. Para mover aquí un juguetico a manzaguapo.
Bueno, yo te digo una cosa, para eso pone un par de Meanwells, yo no me gasto, yo pongo un par de HP, los HP yo le hago la modificacioncito ahí con el resistor y tengo 13.8. Ahora, si tú lo vas a tirar para tirar CV de eso que tiene que tirar 15 voltios, sí, eso es diferente, pero... No, muchacho, para lo de nosotros, los Orion, eso, el HP es un vacilón.
No, con 13.8, 14 yo me conformo. Tú sabes, trabajas los equipos, no los overheat, tú sabes, no los sobrellenas con voltaje. Y el amperaje, pues, es el consumo que tengan, tú sabes. Pero está bueno ese ahí de 13.8.
Definitely. So I recommend if you go with that. The great thing about that is they come with a 1 year. If you buy them from a reputable place, a dealer, they come with I think a 2-year or a 3-year warranty. Lo explota, you send it back, they give you a new one, no questions asked.
That's what's going to happen next then. I like, I was trying to keep like that black, the big power supplies with the meters and pero olvídate eso. Like, why does anyone need to see a power supply? So, ya tengo una tabaquería aquí arriba already that it's already getting to a point where it's 20, the stacks of stuff is already 20 inches or so high. So I definitely got to put smaller crap, so that would actually benefit me. Because the Astron is a huge power supply, bro. Ya cuando pongo ese burro aquí arriba, entre los two power supplies, estos Astron, I probably got 110, 120 pounds of power supply.
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I got a linear power supply here. But the reason why I did a linear power supply, an Astron 60 amp in the rack, is because I have a lot of HF equipment. That's why I went with that. And even though the mean wells are quiet, but I just wanted to go and make sure that everything was as quiet as possible with a real low ripple on the DC bus. But, yeah, like I know what I'm telling you. La mejor cosa ahí que puede hacer es
All right. Thanks for the heads up there. I had not researched them. And I remember looking through them, but this is exactly the guy I need. I'm waiting for a response from this guy on eBay and see what direction he wants to go. I actually got to do that mojón today too y llamar el gringo allá para no. Es otro mojón que tengo arriba, pero at least the one on eBay will resolve fast. And the allá del Ranger, that's another story.
Didn't mean to hog up the repeater, guys. I'm on the side. This is KI4 ZYV downtown Miami.
Vaya, si no te metieron el cocotazo, ahí viene primero. Buena mierda. Good morning, guys.
Morning. Morning, Charlie.
Hoy, nice and calm, tranquilo, no te explota. I know it's not easy, pero como mierda esta, he's just a box pusher. Habla con el dueño. Bypass him.
Yeah, ayer me tiró hasta un text ahí sarcástico. Good luck. Como si, buena suerte que vamos a darte otro radio o whatever. Anda pinga.
Bro,
Ronnie, mira.
hopefully it's a lesson well taken. Por eso yo nunca, los años que llevo en esta mierda, que Bell lleva ahí arriba un cojón de años, never took anything to them because I knew better. It's just shit.
Rolly, aquí se sabe quién sabe arreglar y quién no arreglar. I'm just not in the business of fixing shit. I do my own stuff. But I'm going to tell you, like Mikey knows, like Blue Thunder knows, like everybody knows, no matter what, ese radio más nunca queda igual. You would have to physically change every single valve. Ahí eso cogió calor, and anything that gets hot like that, bro, it ain't going to be into spec. Eso es un tech special. Eso es para desarmarlo completo, go through every single resistor, every single thing. That's the only way that that's going to happen. And undo everything que está mal hecho ahí. Get the schematic and go through it. Entonces, the amount of time that it's going to take to invest into that radio, eso no es 4 cosas ahí, pim pam, look at this, do that. No. Eso hay que desarmarlo completo. It's not worth it. Eso es coger el radio, soltarlo, and get yourself another radio. That's the best thing you could do.
Yeah, and that was my thing from the beginning. Like I told him, bro, look, I've been around a little bit. I might not be a technician and nada así, but I've been around. I've had enough. I've actually never blown up a lot of things. Even on the 10 meter, la 11 metros. I think I had one Sweet 16 once oscillate on me. The polecat rigged, and se llevó como 4 pastillas, algo así, pero I've never had a problem. Y este tipo lo que hizo ahí, man, olvídate. Menos mal que lo cogí cuando lo cogí. Porque that would have set fire to that corner of the roof. Oh, for sure, bro. I mean, I have a Wi-Fi connected smoke detector, and it gives me a heads up on my phone, on the alarm panel and everything, but still, you know, the damage would have been, you know, more extensive. Thank God I caught it, but that's not going to get fixed. That's for sure. I told her from the beginning, the amount of heat that came out of there, that I almost burnt all my fingertips when I went to grab the radio and slide it over to disconnect everything off the back. Bro, casi me dejo los dedos ahí on top of the amplifier part.
The only thing that I never gonna understand is why this moron do whatever he do just to replace a fuse, replace a dial in the inside of the radio. It's just that. When you misconnect the radio, it blow a dial, you know. Maybe go to a little transformer that is in there in the inside. That's just, I learned that from so many years in this crap, you know. And I don't know why he do what he do, you know. He changed the radio to this, he changed the radio to that without permission, you know. And then they don't want to assume the mistake that they do, you know. That I don't understand. And let me tell you, that moron were perfect and were good in his good age, you know. I remember, like I said, go over there with 2, 3, 4 radios a weekly over there, and they fix it. They're right in the spot, and they, you know, because we don't have. That's what I learned a lot of, because I be on top of him when he fixes the radio, and I be with Bisonte. You remember Bisonte? I work with him, and he teach me a lot of stuff, and he give me this program, you know, to work with radio. It's in there in, I guess, in the hard drive that I got over there, you know. When the computer got down, I pull out the hard drive, and I get it in there, you know. But I don't know why this guy is so messed up, you know. They don't want to work. He don't want to, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's a drug.
Can't afford UJX Friday. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. And me dijo, bueno, the radio was doing that when I had it on the bench. So I changed the bias, and I made it a Class C. I figured you as not being a single sideband guy. I go, no, man. This is after I went back and it almost caught fire. I went back up there, and I told him, hey, look, bro, this thing there, you almost created a fireball in my house, you know? And, oh, yeah, I was doing that here, so I converted it to Class C because of whatever. I didn't think you did sideband. And I thought it would be okay, you know. No, man. Entonces, ahora they can't fix it. No, si tú ves los texts que me mandó el tipo este ahí, tú sabes. Es increíble, ven. Y el tipo no es nadie ahí. Lo que ahora llega ahí temprano y le mete una pila cosa al otro. Y a ver qué monstruo me encuentro ahora ahí cuando llamo para allá.
Well, just tell it, you know, what's the deal? You burn out the radio, you fix the radio in the wrong way, but you know, I want to get out of here with that radio. But I spend so much money in this crap for you to gain and me to lose. So we'll get even what you got for me in there. Just ask him.
Let's see, Howard. You'll see. I'm open to that. Let's see what he's willing to throw. Yeah, well, vamos a ver si este infectó ya el agua ahí, que es most probable. He's going to go over there and say what he's got to say. So I'm going to call there and see what happens. I think they open like at 10 or something like that.
Oye, un consejo. If you're that set on getting a Ranger, if I was you, go on to PBI. You know what I'm talking about. He's in Idaho. Lo que tienen ahí en radio, vaya, se te cae un moco. Rangers. They'll do 120, 130 watts, single sideband, whatever you want, any color face you want. The shit that comes out of his shop, trust me, it ain't gonna fail.
there'll be a resolution quick with this. Porque ahora what he's thrown at, well, Carl hasn't talked to me about nothing. It's been Bud talking. So we don't know what's going on in Carl's mind. Right now it's only been dealing with Bud. At the end, he's not the one that's going to call the shot. So I'm going to check that out, Charlie, for sure. I mean, I like them. That's the thing. I've had that. That was one of I had that radio. It was one of the first radios I got. I bought one from Julitin back, one of the 715 guys back in the day at the 37th and 7th Street break. I'll never forget. My mom drove me there. I was 15. I had just gotten my 55 Bel Air, 2-door post. I didn't even have a license yet. I'm not even restricted. And I bought that Ranger and a Silver Eagle Lollipop, and I forgot what amplifier. I think it was like a 2-pill Silver Eagle amp. And man, they stole it from my house, like in a car in the front yard. So imagínate, I love that car, that radio. You know, it brings back memories. So I've always ventured back to it. And this was a original one, man. First, one of the first ones.
Pues PPI lo que tiene en radio, bro, se te cae el moco. Va, el tipo sabe. Es cráneo en eso. You know, that's all I can say. You know, give me out, because he's got a web page. Go on there and see what he's got for radios, man. Maybe he can help you out.
I'm going to check that out for sure. I forgot, yeah. That's right. Voy a ver si le meto un vistazo ahí a mi internet.
Página ahí, Charlie. Buenos días, mi socio. Un abrazo por ahí. Sergio, what's up?
What's going on, Charlie? Hey, speaking of CB, is it the Zero Tornado? Is that the antenna that I'm looking at? That's the best one you could get?
Bro, that's the one I've got up in the air, and that thing will tune on 20 meters, not just 11. Okay? It tunes on 20 meters y lo que tira para afuera. I've never had an issue with that antenna. No water, nothing. It's been up there for 2 years.
Last time you used it on 11 meters.
When? 2 days ago.
¿Quién hablaste?
Say what?
Who'd you speak to?
Esta gente en Canal 10 que, you know, I was on there for a while. Sabato, Guairo, Severino, 321. Esta gente de allá del norte.
Yeah, there are good people in there, man. There are few, they're proud.
Yeah, you on a 102 whip on your tower, and that shit will do the same thing.
I'm not doing that on my tower. I'm doing that separate. I was just looking at it right now. Yeah, I like that antenna. Looks pretty cool. Very well, nicely built.
Bro, yo le regalé uno igualito a Cutter. No sé si todavía lo tiene o no.
Ya la compro nuevo. I'm gonna buy it brand new. Right here, they have it on Amazon right now, $96.
Damn, pátale el brazo, bro. Óyeme, the top section, the very top section, that's where you tune it. If you tune it to the specs on el papelito que te trae, the instructions, vas a quedar ahí que you're gonna be able to tune it on 20 meters without a tuner.
I'm gonna tune it to the center of the CB band para que me trabaje los 40 canales perfecto. I thought I'd never put up a CB antenna, but I'm gonna put it up because I just want to complete the entire deal with there's another one. There's a Cedo 827. Is that the one that you have, Charlie? They have a 827. Which one? Because they have that one's $199. That one's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, I've got it's the Tornado. And yeah, it's the 827. It was $109. It was almost $200.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you don't have the Tornado. You have the Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I'm looking at it. It is the Tornado. Yep, 3,000. That's the better one. I was like, coño, el otro está muy barato, man. This is better. Yeah, omnidirectional base power handling, low angle radiation, H-plane, 26 to 28 megahertz, 1-to-1. Yeah, that's what we want right there.
Bro, I think it handles 3 kW, I think.
Say you tune it for the high end of the band, so that you can talk on 38. That's when the skip rolls in.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that too. Yo quiero tener como te digo, los 40 canales aquí, locales, and all that stuff. I just want to be able to talk local if I wanted to. I was looking at that right now. All right. Yeah, $200 right on the Amazon right now. It's $200. I already got since I already got those last coaxes that I ran, I'll be able to have that there soon. You're man, isn't that Robert me back on the CB, bro? You know? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on there. KI4ZYB.
Oh, seguito tira caca.
Cero malo.
I don't know how far it's gonna get out, because that antenna is gonna be like, I don't know, 30 feet up. That's it. You know, I'm not putting it on my tower. That doesn't go on my tower. I'm gonna put that in the back, you know, on a mast, low, on a solid 2-inch mast, atrás.
Trust me, it'll get out. Besides the linears that you've got there, fuck yeah, it'll get out. That 811H, ya se está preparado para 11 metros. The one you got for me.
No, ese es el hermanito. That's the little brother to the AL 1500. I finished assembling it already. Que ya lo tengo ahí ya ensamblado, because they send it separate with the tube, they send it separate with the transformer, with everything. Ya mañana lo estoy montando ahí, and I finally I'm rolling out the twins tomorrow, and I'm gonna put it all up on the bench. Yeah, I finished all my coaxial work, bro. I had a lot of coax work to do.
Yeah, I saw the videos. No, eso tengo que dejarlo, fíjate. Yeah, it's gonna get out, trust me.
Yeah, I gotta, tengo que traer, ¿cómo se llama?